Okay, and welcome back. In the previous tutorial, we showcased the Connect Your Events product from the perspective of the way that we organize events inside the CYS portal. And if you remember correctly, events originally start in the Adobe Connect platform. So within Adobe Connect, we go to the event management area. We create an event by clicking on New Events, and we define all the parameters and kind of guidelines for the event. And then as events are created, they show up inside the Connect Your Events portal, which is very brandable. You can drop in your logo and custom banners and custom colors and so on. And then as people register for events inside the portal, information about those events and about those people will then show up in inside your salesforce.com account. So one of the first things you would notice upon installing our custom managed package is the Connect Your Events custom tab. When I click on the Connect Events tab, the default view is just recently viewed events. So you can see here in this list, I've got several events where it shows me the name of the event, the category it was assigned to over inside of Connect Your Events, the start time, any price that might have been associated to the event, and so on. I can sort these views. I can create custom views and filter by certain things if I'd like. I'm going to go ahead and click Go next to all events, and it's going to pull up a complete list of all of my events. And I've got a couple in here that we're going to take a look at. For example, we have got, let's see, this is a live event that we did on August 9th called A Better Way to Onboard Your Sales Team. If I click into that, we'll come to a summary page that provides, again, information about the title of the event, the category it was assigned to, and so on. And if I scroll down, you'll see the Connect registrations that were associated to this particular event. Now we track two different kinds of people. We track contacts and we track leads. So if I scroll down, you'll see that we had some new leads that were generated as a result of people registering for this event. But then we also had several contacts, which are people in kind of Salesforce terms that we already know. As I kind of pan across the list here, you'll notice we've got different columns for attended, for attendance date. If any custom registration questions were asked during the registration process, the answers to those are populated here under the registration answers. Now, a cool thing about Adobe Connect is we don't have to create events just around live webinars. We can create events around courses and curriculum, or even just a piece of content like maybe a white paper or a case study or something like that. So we've got additional columns for things like score and course complete and certificate number. So for companies that want to use the Connect Your Events portal as a way of displaying courseware, perhaps for partners or customers, and then they want to keep track of key training data inside of Salesforce, all that information is passed over seamlessly once the event is completed. Now, another thing that we do that's interesting with our Salesforce integration is we don't just automatically create a new lead every time somebody registers for an event, which is typically what most of the competition does. Companies like WebEx and GoToMeeting, when they claim to have integration with Salesforce, they're really just using a modified web to lead form, which is kind of mirroring people over into Salesforce as they register within their registration tool, and then a new lead is created. Well, a lot of people register for multiple events. If I click into Matt Lee's name and I scroll down, we've got a related list at the bottom of the page here that says Connect Registrations, and this shows me a full list of all events that this particular person has ever registered for. So rather than creating duplicate records inside Salesforce, we keep records nice and kind of deduplicated, and we key in on the same record over and over again by using a person's email address as a unique identifier. That way, if I'm a salesperson and I get notified that somebody registered for an event, I can see a complete history of everything that that person has registered for and whether or not they've attended various things in the past, and I don't have to sift through multiple data records to figure out exactly what a particular person may or may not have done. So that's a walkthrough of kind of how information is displayed over inside of Salesforce. You'll learn more about how to set this up as you watch the rest of the tutorials. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.